Hey there, it's Hillary, and today I'm going to be doing my October TBR. Now, my TBR is very ambitious for the way that my reading has been going, but you have to set goals for yourself. So, I'm going to try to read 5 books this month, and I feel like some of these will still be okay if I don't get to them, but I really want to read all of these this month, so hopefully I can do it. One of them is a really short book, so hopefully, actually I think 2 of them are really short books, so hopefully I can get to them all. The first book on my TBR I am currently reading, and that is Lost Boy by Christina Henry. Now this is the ARC copy. My friend received an ARC of this book and she let me borrow it. It came out in July of this year, so just a couple months ago, and she loved this book. She gave it 5 stars. I had talked about in my last video, my September wrap-up, that I had just read a Peter Pan retelling last month for book club, and everybody who read this book did not enjoy our book for book club as much as this one. Not to say they didn't enjoy our book club book, but compared to this one right here, they did not enjoy it as much. So I wanted to read this one, and I wanted to check out what it was that everybody in book club who read this one liked so much about it. As you can see, I'm probably about a quarter of the way through it, so shouldn't take me too long to read it if I actually can get into it and actually read. My reading schedule has been so crazy now that my job, I'm working extra days and I don't have as much reading time at work. So it's all having to be read at home time, and with my kids being back in school and having homework and extracurricular activities, I just don't have a ton of reading time. So I'm trying to squeeze it in there where I can fit it, but my kids are also very little, so they can't do their homework by themselves, and they can't do a lot of things on their own. They need a lot of supervision. So my reading time is a lot of times cut short. You know, that's how it is. I'm a mom, so that's just how it goes. The next book that I'm planning on reading for the month of October is actually our book club's book of the month, and it's something that I have on my Kindle. And that is The Truth About Butterflies, and I'm going to try to put a picture of it right here. And it is a memoir. It is written by a mom who lost her daughter, and she wrote her story afterwards about her grieving process and moving on and having hope after a loss. As a mom, I can't imagine my child or children dying before me. I can't imagine how people go through something like that. I haven't even lost any of my parents or anything like that, so imagining a loss like that is just, I just can't even. And I don't usually read memoirs, I don't usually read nonfiction, but the nice thing about our book club is you read things that are not your norm. You read things that are out of your comfort zone. So I'm really looking forward to reading something that is nothing what I normally read, and hopefully the story is good. We'll find out, because I haven't started reading it yet, but I think it's only 200 and something pages, so shouldn't be too long, shouldn't be too hard of a read. And if that sounds interesting to you, I believe it is a free Kindle book. If you are a ebook reader, you know, maybe it's something you want to check out. The next book that I'm hoping to get to is The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I actually received an ARC of this book, and it comes out this month. I'm not sure the actual date because the back just says October. So I actually am hoping to get to this one. I believe it comes out in the middle of the month. I want to say the 18th, although maybe I'm just saying that because something else is going on that date. But I was hoping to get to this book before it came out, but I actually just received it last month, so I didn't really have a ton of time to read it before it came out. So I honestly have no clue what this is about. I had looked at the synopsis for the book, and now that I've been talking about so many books, I can't remember what it was about. I believe it is a fantasy. It has like some magic elements or something in it, and I believe it is more like a historical fantasy, like a historical setting or something. I'm not sure. But I am hoping to read this one and do a review for you guys soon. The next thing that I'm hoping to get to is Ready Player One. I was so excited when I found this one at the Goodwill for $1 or $1.50 or however much I paid for it. I was so excited. I've been wanting to read this one for a while. I love the idea of this book. It mixes books and video games, and I feel like it has everything that I love. I am super excited that they are turning this book into a movie. It is something that I definitely would want to go see. I feel like this book would be a great lead into before you get a chance to read Warcross, and I'm super excited for Warcross. I just feel like this book is going to be something that I loved, and ever since I saw it on Goodreads, I knew that I had to read it, and I had been keeping my eye out for it, and I was so excited to finally find it. And the last book that I'm hoping to get to is another short one, and in the Halloweeny mood, because I really don't have anything else on my TBR that is like super spooky or a thriller or anything like that. So the only one that is more actual Halloween vibes is the Spooky Hollow and Other Short Stories that came in the Owl Crate a couple months back, and I think that this would be a good one to read for the month of October, and I even said when I got it that I was planning on reading it in the month of October. Hopefully I'll get to this one. I feel like this one is one that I would definitely read, and my book for book club and Lost Boy. Those three I'm definitely going to try to get to. I want to read The Beautiful Ones because I want to read it before it comes out, and I really want to read Ready Player One, but I feel like if one of them I don't get to, it's going to be that one because I can read that one at any point. The rest of them, I feel like there are things that I should read because of like timing, but I also don't want to get into that I only read things because I feel like I have to, or because I feel like I need to. I want to read books because I want to. So we'll see what happens. I do want to read all of the books that are on my TBR this month. So we'll see how well I do and how many books that are on my TBR that I actually get to. I am always more ambitious than I actually am productive, if that makes sense. My TBR is always longer than what I actually accomplish. I've already said you have to have goals. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave me a like, and feel free to let me know in the comments what's on your October TBR or your fall TBR. If you're planning on reading anything special for the Halloween season, or if you just have something that you think would fit really well into the month of fall, let me know all those wonderful books that you're planning on reading. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!